Hey, what's going on, everybody? Great to be back with you all again. Just checking in today. I want to talk to you from the topic. This topic today is going to be is love worth it? So I want you to ask yourself, is love worth it? And the answer to that is obviously yes. I know that, we're in a particular time, in a particular moment where, love and taking the risk of loving something or someone seems really challenging, especially when you feel like you invested so much of yourself and so much of your time and so much of your spirit in giving to another person. And in actuality, feeling like when it's all said and done and it's over with and it's no longer there, feeling like you've given up so much of yourself to that particular person or that particular thing. Because love is not just something that's invested into a person. Love is an emotion that is constantly giving, whether it's to a person or a particular thing as well. And so whenever that thing is disconnected and you no longer have access to, then a lot of times what's taking place right now, and people are questioning themselves. People, friends of mine that I even know, are questioning themselves, and I have too at particular times. And they ask the question, is love worth it? Yes, love is worth it, and you're worth it as well. Now, why is love worth it? Okay, let me start out with this Bible verse for you. It's going to be First John chapter 4 and verse 16. It says, and so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. And what that passage is saying is, regardless of the circumstance or situations that we are faced with and the battles that we have to endure on a day-to-day basis, living in this particular reality that we're faced with and living with right now, as long as we move and operate with love, then we know that God is going to always be with us. And we're going to always be with God. So regardless of what type of relationship that we're in and what type of friendship or what type of disconnection that takes place, if it's something that you've invested your love in and you feel like you've invested your love in and it no longer serves its purpose, that's okay. Because the moment you feel like it stops serving a purpose, guess what? It's still serving the purpose. It's serving the ultimate purpose and leading you and I to where God is calling us to be at the end of the day. Because if something no longer is there serving us, now we have to not place blame, not be bitter, not be in a state of confusion, because love is a constant learning process. Yeah, it's a constant learning process. Yes, we have intimacy. Yes, we have commitment. Yes, we have value. Yes, we have trust and discipline and just in nourishment and time spent with a particular individual and people and things. But you know what? At the end of the day, even though we're investing in somebody else, we should be investing into ourselves. Because anytime that you're in a relationship, what relationships do, they not only reveal the partner that you're with, but they also reveal who you really are. Yeah. A lot of times, you go through things in relationships and stuff happen, words get said and things are done. And one minute you look up and you're like, man, wow, did I do that? Or did I say that? Or did that happen? Yeah, it happened. And it's okay that it happened. You got to do something about it, though. So if it's a wrong that you committed, if it's a particular thing that you've done to degrade somebody and make them feel like they're less than a child of God than they really are, then you need to obviously, go to that person and ask for forgiveness if you have the ability to do that. But at the end of the day, after that, you need to ask God for forgiveness and also forgive yourself. Why? Because love still is worth it. Even though we go through hardships, we go through heartaches, you go through pain, you might go through some type of, nowadays the words are triggered, with trauma, triggering, narcissist, all these particular buzzwords that we're feeding into society. And now the new one's crashing out. Now everybody's, not everybody, but a lot of people are riding behind the wave of crashing out in friendships, crashing out in school, crashing out in relationships, crashing out on people, crashing out just in society in general. But you know what? We don't got to crash out. You don't got to crash out. Why? Because when you invest in love, yes, you're doing it for somebody else or something, but you know what? You need to tell yourself and let yourself know you're doing it for you. You're doing it for an opportunity for you to get better. I mean, and even in my own personal relationships that I have, if something goes wrong or it goes left, I don't run around and place blame on the other person or on the thing that I lost. I try to go within myself and find out, okay, D'Angelo, what could you have done better? What can you do better? Matter of fact, what will you do better in the next relationship that you get in? What are you going to do better? What are you going to get better at? Why? Because not only is it going to benefit me in the long run, but it's going to benefit the person that I'm with. And it's going to strengthen my relationship with God, because the love that we give to people here on earth, as we just read in 1 John 4:16, it's a reflection of the love that God has on the inside of us. So the way that I love my partner, the way that I love the person in my future relationship is the way that I'm going to love God. It's the way that I have to treat God. It's when I look at them, regardless of whatever's going on, I got to go within to know that, okay, God is love and I'm filled with love and I'm filled with God. So I got to treat this person with love. I got to treat this thing with love. I can't just get a gift from somebody and then just throw it down and break it because I don't want it. No, I got to value it. I got to say thank you. I got to appreciate it because somebody took time out to give me something, or somebody's taking time out to give me their time and their appreciation. I got to tell God thank you, tell them thank you, and tell myself thank you, and learn how to appreciate it. Learn how to appreciate it. Yes, the past may have hurt you. The past may have been hard. Your current situation may be hurting you. Your current situation may be hard. I got a friend of mine right now, and a very close friend of mine. He's currently going through a divorce, and he's doing whatever it is that he can in order to save that marriage. But I had to, and being a friend of his, I had to ask him, man, you keep telling me all the things that you're doing, but you know what? You can't live the life in the truth and have the same perception of somebody else. Even though you're wanting all these particular things, your partner may not want those things. She may want something different out of life that, God forbid, may no longer serve you. She may see something in you that you don't see in yourself that in the long run is going to benefit you. So she might be doing you a favor. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not pushing either way. This is not love advice as well, because I'm not a love expert. I won't give out relationship advice. I need some of my own, you know what I mean? So I wasn't trying to particularly give him relationship advice, but instilling him with the fact that you can't change a person's mind. You can't control somebody. When somebody wants to go a different direction in life, you have to allow them to go that way. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, love is about being released. It's about being released. We're releasing love. We don't have control over love. When it comes to love, the only thing that we have control over is how we want to perceive it, how we want to receive it, and how we want to give it. And we got to give it as believers the way that God gives it, the way that God receives it. Because love is a constant position and situation of learning and growing. You and I were going to constantly learn and grow and develop our ability to love somebody and love something the way that it needs to care for it the way that it needs to. We got agape, we got philos, we got eros. We got these all these different type of love styles when it comes to family, relationships, friendships, unconditional love. What type of love are you operating in? When you get into relationships, when you're talking to your husband, when you're talking to your wife, when you're talking to your coworkers, your managers, your bosses, your colleagues, your coworkers, like, how are you responding and reacting to them? Are you reacting and responding to them and talking to them and communicating to them out of love or out of hate or out of anger? Because watch this. When you know yourself and who God has called you to be, you can move in love, and regardless if the relationship is connected to you and tied to you or not, you still move going forward. Why? Because you're moving in love and you know who God has called you to be. So back to my friend, you can't control her to have her answer and react and want to stay in something that she feels like she needs to get out of. You don't have control. But what you do have control over is your ability to love. Now, will you get bitter or will you get better? Because if you get bitter, then you're going to cause a lot of damage. But if you get better, you're going to cause a lot of healing. Oof. You're going to cause a lot of healing. Yeah. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I'm empathizing. It's hard. Breakups, divorces are hard. When people walk out on you, it's hard. But you know what? It gets better. It gets better because souls are at stake. Lives are at stake. Your worship and your discipleship is at stake. And you winning them to the kingdom is at stake. So even though you can go through something as traumatic as a divorce, you still have to display God's love. I know. Trust me, I know. It's hard. It's hard because you want to be mad. You want to be upset. You want to be angry with the person. But you know what? You can't look at the person. You got to look at yourself. What is this moment teaching you? What does the moment teach me? When I'm in love with somebody or in love with a thing, when I love to purchase things or get something that I enjoy, like, how am I serving this thing, or how is this thing serving me? What is the relationship like? And if this thing were to break down, how would I react mentally? Will I give up? Will I crash out? Will I go mad, go crazy? Will I allow all these thoughts to get into my head and start to cloud my judgment to where I'm no longer thinking like a child of God and I'm thinking like getting revenge or getting my get back or going out and doing more damage to the world? Why? Because I feel like I'm damaged? No, that's not the way to react. Acknowledge it, feel it, sit in it for a little bit, pray about it, meditate on it, release it to God, and watch your seed grow. Man, watch your seed grow. So that's what I'm telling my guy. Yo, it's hard, bro. I get it, man. I'm with you. But you know what, man? When this thing is all said and done, bro, I'm excited for who you're going to be. I'm excited for the change in you. You can't go around being mad at her and blaming her and trying to play the victim role. No, ain't time for victim role. It's time for victor role. Whatever you need, I got you. I'm with you. I'm going to walk this thing with you. No, I'm not there physically and spiritually and emotionally on the level that you're at. But you know what? I'm there. Why? Because probably all of you watching it, we've all been there. We've all been to a place to where we've lost somebody that we really loved. We've all been to a place to where we've lost that thing that we really love. We no longer have access to it. And it's hard. It's hard. I'm with you. It's hard. I'm still praying and believing for certain things when it comes to love being separated. But you know what? I don't blame the person and I don't blame the things that I don't have access to. I'm looking within. D'Angelo, where's the love that you have for yourself? Why? Because God is love. I am a reflection of God. God is in me. So therefore, into the world, I have to be a reflection of God and the light and the love that God has placed inside of me. And that's what God is calling us to be. He's giving us the ability to be stewards over love in this world, to operate and move out of love. He sent his son to shed his blood and to die out of love and the redemption of mankind. So we can't break down when we feel like love is separated. We can't crash out when we feel like love is separated. You know what? It's going to be the complete opposite. You got to celebrate. Celebrate, because your purpose is changing. Your purpose is aligning. You're now being more like God than you are being more like your situation. Why? Because you're going to rise above it. Keep rising, beloved. Man, I love y'all with the love of Christ. Be looking out for more videos. Share, hit the like and subscribe. And I pray that your week is blessed. God is doing some great things. Yes, I know it seems like things are breaking down, but you know what? God is right there with you and me. I love y'all. Take care.